All right. Shalom. I'm the priest Ayin Wa from the GMS South Carolina Midlands camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, shalom. And pretty much in this lesson, it's going to be based upon, prophecy, right? Biblical prophecy. And we see how the Lord is setting everything up, right before our very eyes, man. Okay, let's go first. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 15:1. And it reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." And the Lord's people are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you so-called Hispanics, right? We are the true descendants of the biblical Hebrew Israelites, you see? And we are the Lord's people, right? Because the Lord, he gave his laws, statutes, and commandments unto the Israelites. He made a covenant with the Israelites, okay? Plain and simple. It says, "Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai." So when you see the men of the Lord, when you see the true men of the Lord on the highways and byways, right? Because the Lord commanded us to go to the highways and hedges. Okay? Bear with me. Luke 14:23, and the Lord said unto the servant, "Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled." And ultimately, when we go out to the highways and byways and we're teaching, we are ultimately looking forward to the elect waking up and accepting this truth. We understand that 2/3 of our people are not going to accept the truth. So that's why we say when we go out there, we're not going out there to try to wake up all of Israel, man. Okay. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. "Wisdom crieth without." And if you see the subheading, it says wisdom warns, right? Because the prophets have a message of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and it's a message of warning, telling you to prepare yourself, because the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son is about to bring their wrath and fury upon the planet Earth, and mainly here in Babylon the Great, okay, this place known as America. Proverbs 1:20, "Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets." You see, that's why you see the men of the Lord on the street corners, on the highways and byways. "She crieth in the chief place of concourse," pretty much where you'll see the prophets of major cities. You'll see them usually in their downtown areas teaching, wherever a whole lot of people are conducting business or buying and selling, trading, right? You're going to see, where you see a lot of people making transactions. That's where you're going to see the prophets, wherever a majority of people are at, man. That's why it says the chief place of concourse, right? Real quick. I was looking for that word concourse. Let me see if I can go into the definition on online etymology. Yeah, moving, running, or flowing together, a gathering or accumulation, you see? So it says a moving, running, or flowing together. When you see a large majority of people moving, flowing, doing business deals, conducting transactions, so on and so forth. And you usually see that in your downtown areas. When you go to downtown, they have a whole lot of businesses and stores, where you can go shopping, where you go to work. They have, you'll have people that's selling things. Okay, just like in the ancient times, man. Whenever you enter into a city, usually you'll see when you enter into that city, you'll see a lot of people buying and selling and trading, pretty much the marketplace, man. You see? So the main part where it says a gathering or accumulation, where you see a large gathering of people or an accumulation of people, you see? So now it says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse in the openings of the gates. And that's what I was referring to, like in ancient times, whenever the gates were open and you're entering into a city, you'll see you'll see, people gathered together, pretty much involved in business deals and transactions and so on and so forth. It says, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And that's, one of the main things that you see the prophets speaking out, getting on Jake, man, pretty much saying, how long are y'all going to love this society? Understanding Jake is very simple. Pretty much saying, do y'all not see, what's being set up? Do y'all not see that, this place is getting ready to fall? How long are y'all going to continue to be involved in folly? How long are you going to continue to, accept black culture? When are you going to wake up? You see? It says, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And a lot of our people, they are fools. They are foolish because they reject this knowledge. They hate this truth. You see, they hate Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's foolish, because ultimately what's going to happen to them in the long run, they're going to be destroyed. You see? So we see the times that we're in, man. It's all about prophecy, right? Going back, 2nd Esdras 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, and the Lord actually speaks through his men. You see, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah, the Holy Scriptures. The words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai are faithful and true, right? Let's go here. What is it? Revelation 19:10. Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Now, what's the testimony of Yahushai? What's the testimony of so-called Jesus? If you're coming in the spirit of so-called Jesus, which we know that's not his name, and this is a question to, a lot of you church pastors, you Christian pastors, right? It says, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. So we're about to see what the testimony of so-called Jesus is, right? It says, worship the Most High, Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushai, or of Jesus, is the spirit of prophecy. So when you see these church pastors in these Christian churches, they don't speak on prophecies. You may have a few that may try to speak on prophecies, and they're not, breaking it down the correct way. But majority of these Christian pastors, and I'm speaking about in these so-called black churches, right? All they're doing is a bunch of singing and dancing, right? Not preparing their congregation. If you look at a lot of these other Israelite camps, they don't really go into prophecy like that. Now they have to touch on it every now and then to try to save face, and they completely, break down the prophecies the incorrect way, whether they sold out or whether they just don't know. But at the end of the day, if you're coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you got to come in the spirit of prophecy, man. Okay, it's all about the prophecies, because these prophecies are speaking. This is from USA Today, and this was from June the 9th. So this was yesterday, I believe. It says Elon Musk's Neuralink has FDA approval to put chips in humans' brains. Here's what's next. So this is something that obviously is not going to go away. So you mean to tell me something this major is not going to be mentioned in the Bible? It's not going to be mentioned in the Holy Scriptures? Clearly, these devils have an agenda. And ultimately what? This is biblical prophecy that's being set up to be fulfilled, man. This is the MOTB, right? It says, Salakia, it says Neuralink has gained approval from the Food and Drug Administration to begin trials to implant brain chips into humans. You see that? That's major. You see? And what does the Food and Drug Administration have to do with anything? Because this is something that's going to be inserted into your body. You see? Pretty much your body, if you get this chip, that means your body is going to consume it. Even though they're putting it underneath your skin, guess what? Your skin has pores in it, man. Whether you understand that or not, man. Okay, that's why, when you use certain soaps or use certain body lotions or body oils or something like that, your skin is really consuming these products. You see, whenever you certain clothes that you wear, that's why you saw this devil actually mix the fabrics, trying to lower your vibration. You see, your frequencies. So it says Neuralink has gained approval from the Food and Drug Administration to begin trials to implant brain chips into humans. So this is something real, man. This is something that should be spoken about. If you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you call yourself a prophet, you should be speaking on this, man. It says Elon Musk's SpaceX recently launched the biggest and most powerful rocket into flight, even though it did not make it to orbit. But the world's richest man, which he's not the richest man. That's who they're telling you is the richest. But really, the richest is these elite banking families, man. The Rothschild family, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers. You see? They even got a movie about Robert J. Oppenheimer, who created the atomic bomb, which is perfect timing that they got that coming out, man. And that's everything is spiritual. But Elon Musk is not the world's richest man. They're going to tell you that. But the richest are the so-called elites, that top 1%, man. Okay? They're the ones that's ruling the world. They're the one that strictly benefited from the blessing of Esau that Isaac gave him, man. You see? It says, but the world's richest man isn't content on expanding his sci-fi inspired technology into just the cosmos. And that's another thing, man. These devils, let's go with that, right? Let's say this is the world's richest man. How is it that you're not satisfied with just chilling the fuck out? Why are you trying to put brain chips into people? What are you doing? Why are you doing these things, man? Because this devil, he can't sleep, man, without bringing some type of destruction. And he wants control over the masses of people. Because ultimately what? Esau wants to be the most high. Okay? Esau is trying to force his birthright. You see, he's trying to force his blessing, his birthright, man, which it's going to come to naught. And I'm going to bring the scriptures. It says, Neuralink, the tech startup co-founded by Musk, also wants to embark on a fantastic voyage into the brain. Like, why are you trying to go into people's brains, man? What's the end goal? You see? 2 weeks ago, the company announced it had gained approval from the Food and Drug Administration to begin trials to implant brain chips into humans. We don't know when trials will begin, but there's plenty of buzz around Neuralink's development of a brain-computer interface. Neuralink's valuation has risen to about $5 billion from $2 billion 2 years ago, Reuters reported this week. It will likely be years before many patients get the Neuralink treatment, which that's bullshit. They're already giving people this treatment, right? And they'll say, oh, well, these are just clinical trials. No, man, they're giving people these treatments, man, already. You know, you gotta look past Esau's lies, man, because according to Psalms, 58:3? Let's go there real quick. According to Psalms 58:3, what does it say? It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. And according to Malachi 1:4, Esau, Edom is the wicked. So it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see that? So you can't trust this devil, man. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Yeah, man, you can't listen to these devils, right? They're full of shit. They're going to tell you lies, right? Also, if you go to Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So we can't trust what these devils are saying, man, and what they're putting into their articles. Because what are they going to say? Oh, well, this is for the better good of the people. Now we'll be able to check out your vitals. We'll be able to check out your physical health to see if you're healthy. We can pretty much have a monitor on you at all times to see if you're healthy or not, right? Instead of promoting good health by eating properly and dieting the right way, exercising, they'll say, well, you know what? You shouldn't have to worry about worrying about your physical health. Let us worry about that. Let us do that. That's bullshit. You see, that's why this is a dumbed down society, because Esau doesn't need a world of thinkers. He wants a world of servants, of slaves, man. That's why if you look at America, everything is dumbed down over here, from the things that they put on TV, entertainment, to the education. Okay, everything is dumbed down. Trying to make everything for your convenience. That's not by design, man. See, we're not ignorant of this devil's devices, man. Okay. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And when you go into device, it goes into Naoma, right? Strong's G 3539. It says a mental perception, thought, and evil purpose. You see that? So he has a wicked perception, a wicked thought. We're not ignorant to the fact of what he's trying to do. That which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So we understand what this devil is trying to do, man. Right? We're not ignorant to the fact of him trying to forge his birthright. You see? Now we go back. It says it will likely be years before many patients get the Neuralink treatment, which that's bullshit. Because ultimately it's all through the Spirit of the Lord. Do we know the exact time where they're going to mandate this? No, but we see the signs. We're paying attention to the prophecies. The Lord is speaking. Okay? The Lord's letting us know that very soon he's about to come with it. But that isn't stopping investors. The valuation has risen significantly the last few years in the private markets, and as use cases and execution is proven out by Neuralink investors. And people who invest, they're not going to invest a whole lot of money into something that they don't think is actually going to make them profit. They know that this is going to take off, because they understand a lot of them are insiders, or they got inside scoops on what to invest in. And you got a lot of them saying, hey, man, invest in these chips, man, because this is the next big thing, the newest wave, so to speak. Okay. So that's why it says it's not stopping investors from investing into this, man. You see? So all these camps that's sitting there bullshitting around telling you that this right here, the RFID microchip ain't the mark of the beast. Guess what, man? They're going to be confounded, and everybody that follows them are going to be confounded. You see? Which that's all I need to read on this, man. Let me pull out some scriptures. Y'all can go and look at the article for yourself. This is from the USA Today. All you got to do is just type in Neuralink and watch what comes up, man. You see? But this is what it's leading to. Revelation 13:16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, let me read that again. Revelation 13:16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So this is speaking about everybody. If you're not of that 1%, you're going to be tried with this, man. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And a lot of us, we already know what the word mark means. So this is for who, maybe some of you newer brothers and sisters who hasn't gone into the words. If you've been in this thing for a certain number of years, at least 6 months to a year, you should know what this means, man, if you're a follower of Great Millstone. Okay? So when you go into it, Strong's G5479, the Greek word is charagma. And this is why you'll hear a lot of brothers speaking code when we're speaking about the MOTB. You'll hear us say the charagma. This is where we get it from. Now you go into it, it says a stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which really is anti-Hamashiach, right? And really it's more than just one Antichrist. That just means anti-Yahushua, anti-Hamashiach. You're against the Lord of the Bible, the true Lord of the Bible, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. As the scriptures say, there are many antichrists, man. Okay? It says the mark branded upon horses. If you think about farmers, when it comes to their cattle or their livestock or whatever, they usually brand their horses or brand their cattle, right? A lot of times they'll put an oil into the ears of their cattle to let you know that this cattle belongs to someone. So Esau is trying to put a digital oil into the masses of the people, especially you Israelites. You see? And what is that going to say? That you're his property. So that's why if you're an Israelite, you take the Sihip. When Yahushua returns, he's going to recognize you as not being one of his, as being the possession of Esau. So if he's going to destroy Esau, guess what? He's going to destroy your ass as well, man. You see? It says thing, carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. But let's go into the root word. When you go into the root word, karax, Strong G5481, karax, it says a pale or stake, a palisade, right? Now that's something that you use to insert, that you use a stake to drive through something. So what is it talking about? You know, like a syringe that they use now in the hospitals. That's how they're going to insert the C-hip. They're going to use a syringe with the C-hip in it and insert it up under your skin. So this is what it's talking about. When you go down, look, right here. Let me see if I can highlight it. I can't highlight it, but it says to sharpen to a point. You see, it's a sharp object that they're going to use to put underneath your skin, man. You see? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the marks. You're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to conduct any type of business without having the C-hip, man. You see? You're going to have to live off the grid, and they gave you a preview of that during the C99 when they was mandating people to take the jab, the jump shot, right? Saying that you had to wear a mask in order to go into a store. That was just a preview, man, a prelude to what's to come. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 right? Going into Chi-Side stigma. You see? But Esau is not going to be able to completely fulfill his NWO. See, the Lord is getting ready to put a stop to it, man. Ultimately, the Lord is leading Esau up to be brought down. Job 20:22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So he's going to be put in straits, man. When you go into straits, it goes into to bind, to be in distress, be cramped, be narrow, right? To pretty much be in a terrible situation, you know. And that's what the Lord is about to entrap Esau. He's about to put Esau in a bad situation, like that saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place, nowhere to run. The Lord ultimately is cornering Esau, man, setting him up for the kill. You see, Job. Let's stay in Job, and I'm about to wrap it up. Chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You know, we went into that word devices earlier, right? Let's go into it right here. Now, right here, it's a different word. Maka'ashba. Maka'ashba. I believe that's how you say it. Salaki, if I said it wrong. Strong's H4283. Thought, device, plan. So it's a different word, but it's the same definition, right? A device, a plan, a purpose, a wicked purpose. So that wicked plan that Esau is coming up with, the Lord is going to disappoint him. The Lord is not going to allow him to perform his NWO. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. right? So Esau, they would be considered the wise of this society, right? Because this is their world, you know. But it says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So with with them thinking that they're plotting and doing whatever plans they got, you know, that's going to lead them to the NWO, the Lord is going to checkmate their ass, man. You know? So at the end of the day, we understand that Esau is about to fall. Psalms chapter 73, verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. You see that? So Esau is really getting set up to be destroyed, man. He's about to slip. And when you slip, what happens when you slip? You fall. So Esau is about to fall, man. The Lord is about to take this devil out, man. You see? How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors. You see that? And it's only going to take the Lord 1 hour to destroy Babylon the Great, America. Okay? So this place is done, man. This place is over with. So Esau is not going to be able to perform his enterprise, man. Okay? That's pretty much all I had. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. Till next time, I want to say shalom.